The idea for the Josephine House actually probably started when I was a little girl of 5 or 6 years old. My Auntie Jo went to Brazil as a single missionary to run a children's home there, run an orphanage there. And I grew up all those 15 years just thinking that when I was old enough that I was going to go to Brazil and help her in that home down there. And then when Keith and I moved to Peru, I met a woman who was a nurse who told me that when a child is abandoned in her hospital, the child lives there for 2 years before they would go to home. And we heard of children being abandoned in the river, newborns. We heard of newborns being abandoned on the streets of downtown Cusco. Keith and I ourselves were actually asked by people that we knew 3 different times to take a child of theirs. So we decided that there was a real need to open a home. And our goal is to take in children from 0 to 3 years old. We want to start small. We believe these are covenant children, and so we would love to see the Josephine House be a temporary home until the children are placed in a permanent home for adoption. Because of being able to start the Josephine House, we've been able to help children like Beltran, who came to us when he was 5.5 years old. He was so severely malnourished because his mother was severely alcoholic and had only ever nursed him, that his bones were really brittle. He was nearly blind. 14 of his 20 teeth were rotten, and he was the size of a 2-year-old, even though he was 5.5 years old. He also has spina bifida, and so he is definitely a very special needs child. One of the latest children that we've been able to take in is Zoe. She is 1.5 months old, and she was abandoned in a hospital in Cusco, most likely because she has a cleft palate. We received the call on a Friday morning, and within an hour she had arrived at the Josephine House. Please do pray for us that God might be pleased to continue to use the Josephine House to show the love of Jesus to the needy children in Peru.